Howdy ho, neighbors! Before we start off today's episode, I've got a little pop quiz for you guys. Alright, so I am gonna say the lyrics of a theme song, and you're gonna guess the show. Do you understand? Do you understand? This is very important. I'm losing my mind. I need you to understand. Oh god, maybe I am losing my mind. Alright, here we go. Here we are, going far to save all that we love. Name that show. It's okay, I'll give you a second. Okay, if you haven't realized it yet, we're talking about Code Lyoko today.
Code Lyoko was a French animated television series that aired from 2003 to 2007. So you see, there's this multi-agent system named Xana. Xana itself being created by a man named Franz Hopper, who at the time was being controlled by an organization named Carthage. But of course, to understand any of this, we're actually going to have to start at the beginning. What are multi-agent systems? Well, multi-agent systems, as a matter of fact, are actually...
I don't know, and frankly, I'm sure most of you don't care. You see, Xana is really just an evil computer thingy trying to kill a bunch of teenagers. Those teenagers, time and time again, put themselves and others at risk to continue fighting Xana. Well, why not get the help of an adult? You might ask. And you're gonna like the answer to this, I'll tell you. The answer to that's actually kind of simple. They don't want the adults to turn off the computer. But wouldn't turning off the computer also kill the evil computer thingy? Yes, but it would also kill one of the main character's real-life virtual waifus. God, if only I were so lucky. I'm such a loser. Well, okay then. How do they fight the evil computer thingy then? That's also simple. All they have to do is completely virtualize themselves in the virtual world Lyoko, hence the name Code Lyoko. I want a world named after me. And that's really all you need to know about the show. It's pretty much just about the kids fighting against the computer thingy to stop the world from ending, usually saving the day seconds before it's too late. Simple kids fun. Of course, as with any children's show, we can't forget about the lore! But we're gonna skip over that today. We can talk about the show another time, because today, we're actually here to talk about something else. And after you've Googled how complicated the lore of this show is, buckle in, because just playing this thing is just as complicated.
Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the fan game, IFSCL. Don't worry, I don't really get what it stands for either. It's a really neat fan game that I've seen around quite a lot that I don't really see anyone talk about, but there's plenty of footage of it online, so I thought I'd go ahead and give it a shot for you guys. We aren't even getting started yet, and it's already complicated. Too many options in the menu. For me, anyway. Let's see, infinite holidays. Oh, I wonder what that could be. This is a message you'll see a lot in this game. It's been worked on by the creator for 8 years now, and he's really trying to do something pretty cool with this. So, a lot of the stuff isn't quite finished yet. It'll be finished sometime in the future, I would hope. Alright, so the basic point of this game is that it is a simulator for the supercomputer that appears in the show. If you've seen the show, then you probably recognize everything on the screen. But if you're new, some of this stuff is just going to look completely weird to you. So you'll see that you got stuff like a terminal, like I'm typing into now. A lot of this stuff doesn't even matter, to be honest. And you basically have to, it's simple coding, but you have to code in the game, and that's how you play the game. So yeah, he even has a little app on the computer for his phone that he uses to call his friends and force them all to come to the factory to do his bidding. William's a turd though, so we're gonna make him go jump off a cliff. Now, one of the hardest parts of this game is just learning the different commands. There are a lot of different ones that do a whole bunch of different things. The most important thing you're going to want to do, though, is scanning and virtualizing the characters, which requires you to transfer all of them, then scan all of them, and only then can you virtualize them. But it gets even more complicated, because after you've scanned them, you have to find coordinates before you can virtualize them. Now, if you know about the show, then you know that there are 4 different sectors. There's the forest sector, the mountain sector, the desert sector, and the ice sector. Each sector has 10 different towers, which we'll get to here in a little bit. And you basically use these towers and sectors as your coordinates. So you would, for example, say vert.ice.1. And bingo, bango, bongo, here we go. We've just sent a bunch of people into a virtual hell. You have to be on your guard every moment, though, because you never know when the evil computer thingy will attack. Unless, of course, your super scanner tells you. Okay, so the evil computer thingy, Xana, it attacks the real world by activating these different towers in the virtual world. So what you have to do is get a specific character in your group, the only one that can mess with the towers, to go and deactivate it. Which sounds a lot easier than it actually is. Oh no, she died. Now I'm not going to get into all the details of the game because frankly it's a little too complicated to explain over a YouTube video. And I don't want this thing to turn into a complete walkthrough for the thing because even I don't understand 90% of it. So let's talk about some other cool things you can do in this game, like watch the news. Cool. There's also a full website in the game that helps you with commands based entirely around one of the character's dogs. Unfortunately, it's not really working right now, so we can't explore it in all of its glory. Let's turn off the elevator for no reason. Alright, another fight. It's okay, I've got all my friends with me this time. I'm prepared this time. We are gonna kick their butts so hard and... oh. I lost again. I guess I forgot to mention that disregarding the difficulty in learning the codes, this game is still exceptionally hard. Or maybe I'm just dumb. It's probably a bit of both. Alright, starting further away this time for extra planing. I've got them their little virtual vehicles that I completely forgot to mention before, so they should be able to handle themselves just fine. Alright, get Aelita into the tower. There we go. There we go. Code Lyoko. And boom, we've saved the day and stopped Xana. Until he attacks again next week. Yay. So now let's just bring everyone back to the real world. Okay, Aelita has to be done differently than everyone, because lore. Go watch the show. Alright. Everyone's in the real world now, so I guess we're done. So I'll just start this now, and we'll go ahead and think about the accomplishments we've made today. I'm proud of us, team. We did a really good thing today. Oh yeah, did I mention that there's a time machine in this thing?
Phew! That's enough using my brain for one day. I think I'm gonna go back to doing easy stuff, you know, like contemplating the deep lore of Crash Bandicoot. Now that I think about it. Anyways, neighbors, that's gonna be all from me today. So remember, stay in school, don't do drugs, and don't mess around with multi-agent systems. I'll see you next time, neighbors. Peace. Oh!
Alright, now that that's done, time to get this thing edited, and hey, that wasn't there before. That's probably nothing.